Hello, everybody. How we doing today? I think we're live. Are we live? Hello. Live or Memorex? I'm not sure. No, this is 100% live. We appreciate everybody watching tonight. Thank you guys so much. And, man, so much stuff going on. Been a crazy, crazy week. I'm sure Conky, I haven't even got to talk to him this week, so I know it's been crazy.
I've been. You wouldn't believe what I told you.
When you believe it, told you. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Unless it's bad.
It's just a lot of work. A lot of work.
A lot.
I spent the last day and a half doing paperwork and running equipment around, and it's just been super busy. Trying to get ready to take a few days off for Noreen's thing tomorrow. So
yes. And then they just did the Boss Babes.
Yeah, that was last night.
So, we just want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. It's going to be a crazy night. Hale should be on shortly, I imagine. If you guys seen last week, we did live from Hale's headquarters. Was that what that place was called?
Yeah, we were
there. And I got to drop off 4 boxes of toys for Christmas at the creek that someone dropped off at my building. And I got to give Conky his winnings of Hot Wheels.
From that one Hot Wheels. Like, have you auctioned off any more since then?
We auctioned off complete boxes.
Oh wow!
We sold last auction, and then in next week's, maybe next Saturday's auction, there's a bunch of Hot Wheels. It's comic book, toys, video games, and just Jeff in the auction.
Neat.
So
what's Jeff going for right now?
What's that?
What's just Jeff going for right now?
Right now, he's got 0 bids.
do they go negative at all? Do you have? It's like, how much do you have to pay somebody to take them?
Yeah.
Negative.
Hey, trust me, I kind of grow on you. I'm like Costanza. Just Jeff.
Just Jeff. He's like that fungus in your yard that you try to get rid of, but then after a while you appreciate it because it looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, can I show you what I got at the last auction?
Yes.
You got?
Wait, I'm going to work this thing. Oh, wrong way.
Hold on. Now I got a full screen you.
Can you see him?
Is that almost looks like the Osborns?
It is. It's Osborne bobbleheads.
Oh, neat.
They're in Robert's auction, and I snuck in and swooped them for $7.
Huh. Nice.
And I bought a pop machine too.
A pop machine?
Yeah. Can I tell them the story about the pop machine?
Yes, 1 second. But yes, you're welcome. I dropped off the boxes to Jeremy, and so that'll make a bunch of kids happy. And he thanked you and appreciates the contribution. And there's a lot. I mean, guys, he dropped off 4 boxes that were stacked, packed full of diecast. Packed full of diecast for the kids in down at the creek, down in Otter Creek. So awesome job. But go ahead, Jeff. Tell the story of my vending machine.
If you ever remember walking in his garage door, right to the left, there's this old pop machine.
Yeah, they probably don't remember that because there's too much stuff there. And there was the other 3 more pop machines too.
I think the pop machine was always buried.
That's prime real estate. You got this old pop machine sitting right by the door where that could be such a more useful area. And he was stuck on this thing. So we talked him into, he wouldn't let us scrap it. I tried selling it, got no offers. Tried to get him to scrap it. He wouldn't scrap it. So he said, we'll put it in auction. He put it in the auction. There was 0 bids. We said, please, can we scrap this? He says, no. So he's put it in another auction. I want it to be in longer, more up front. People can see it. And I told Shane, I said, Shane, I'm bidding $1 and I'm taking this thing and scrapping it. and I bid $1 and nobody else bid on it. And it went today and it weighed 500 pounds at 8 cents a pound. So
$40.
Got $40, which
nice.
Covered the cost of my Osmond collection. So
it would have cost me more to pay Jeff to take it to the scrapyard.
That's a win-win.
Yeah, you get $1.
Right. I got plus my buyer premium, Conky.
Yeah, $1.15.
Nice.
So that's my story. That's my purchase.
So yeah, he scrapped out the machine, and man,
I never told you that today. How much I got?
no, you didn't tell me. I scrapped out my van today, and I filled it with tires.
That was pretty interesting.
What do you mean you scrapped out your van? You actually took your van to the scrapyard
Yeah, I drove it there.
and left it there?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I filled it with tires first.
And they didn't charge you like $10 a tire to?
No, I got paid by the weight.
Oh, wow.
The guy was reluctant at first. But I told him all the tires in there all had rims on them.
So let's go, wait. Let's just go back a little bit further. So his tire guy told him, I got a guy that puts them in the cars that he scraps, so he'll take them. Well, the guy never came around, and Robert starts thinking, hey, I got a van to scrap. I got tires I got to get rid of. So his brilliant idea, I'm going to put the tires in my van and scrap them. And there we went.
How many tires did we put in there?
I think I figured about 23 tires. But he had to call, and I had to come and jump him on West 53rd? No, West 25th or something. 56. And then had to jump him before he went back. So the van barely made it there.
What's up, Mayor Dan? Don't worry, Mayor Dan. We're coming to see you. I'm going to give you a call. We're going to come get Mayor Dan to come.
I would like to go.
Around here, when you take a car for scrap and tires are on it, they deduct 100 pounds per wheel.
That's ridiculous. How are you going to get it there without the wheels on it?
You take them off when you get there, take them with you. Or just let them deduct 100 pounds per wheel and take, 400 pounds less. But that's how it works at the scrap yards around here. They will not take it with wheels on it unless they pay them to take it.
Well, this guy was this is how it went down. I pull up, and I know this guy for years, okay? You pull up, he walks over to the van.
It looks in.
Couple. I said, they all got rims on them. He's like, I said, there's some aluminum rims. How many? At least a couple. All right. He said, pull it over there, sit over here, wait. They're going to check the converter. And then I guess they check to make sure what converter is on there, and then they give you more money.
Yeah, because that's probably the most valuable single piece on this. Probably worth more than the van is. Scrap.
Yeah. They paid $70 for the converter.
Yeah.
So once again, I want to appreciate everyone checking us out tonight. I don't know where Hales is. He should be in shortly, I imagine.
So did they cut the converter?
We got a new member. Joan. Sorry, I missed that. Joan, thank you for becoming a new member. And guys, I want to talk about membership real quick. I just put out 2 things today for members, one for all members and one for Wow members only. And I put out videos, I think Monday also. So I'm putting out content. There's way more to come. It's just us. It's it's one of those things. It's a snowball. It starts getting bigger and bigger, right, Jeff?
Yep.
Sorry, Conky. What are you gonna say, Conky?
They cut the converter off right there?
No, I don't know. They probably took it, and then the first thing they do is probably cut it off.
Oh, okay.
Next week, speaking of which, we'll probably start the show. It's probably going to be Ask the Auctioneer. It's going to start probably about 8:30. We'll do our little auction. I got items pulled aside. It's going to be a small auction to start with to get the kinks out, and you're going to have to be a member. So thank you, Joan, once again. Become a member to bid on the auction, and there's some nice jewelry lots. There's a bunch of nice stuff. I've been putting some lots together. There's some military stuff. I think there's some pocket knives. There's going to be a plethora of things. Probably some comic books, because I think we got comic books everywhere around the shop right now. This weekend. Awesome auction. Awesome stuff. And next weekend is the toy comic book video game auction. Tons of awesome stuff. But if you guys been watching videos lately, the stuff's been turning faster. So a lot of stuff from the last couple videos are in the auction this Saturday. There's all kind of, yeah. There's some. I mean, we've been bringing it in, and Shane's been putting it out, and it's getting processed quick. Right, just Jeff?
We're developing a pretty, and to me, an improved process.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Not that it was good; it was great already, boss. But we're working on it.
Well, the key is we basically got down now. We put an auction out every week, sometimes twice a week. And speaking of which, Wednesday we have an auction ending next Wednesday, Conky. The Halloween auction plus all kind of other cool stuff.
Oh, what's in your Halloween auction?
Well, last year, was it last year? Maybe 2 years ago, I bought a storage unit, a 10 by 15 storage unit filled with all Halloween stuff.
Oh, nice.
And Shane put a lot of it in the auction. Now, he didn't put it all in the auction. I don't know why, but he didn't get a chance to, whatever else. But so there's all kind of cool Halloween stuff. There's zombies. There's the girl from The Exorcist. Her head spins.
Neat.
There's ghouls and goblins, and there's skeleton pirates, and there's all kind of stuff. Look at Avery's all inside just Jeff.
Hey, can I ask one question to Conky?
You can ask 2 questions.
Well,
he's a lawyer, though. Be careful.
Have you seen the movie Bridesmaid?
I don't think so. No.
First of all, it's the wrong movie.
Oh,
that sounds like a wedding movie. Okay.
What was it called?
It's not called Bridesmaid. Okay.
What's it called?
All right, everybody in the chat. Okay, I need you guys to tell me this right now. I need everybody to put a comment in. The movie's called Princess Bride. It was a movie. Andre the Giant's in it. It is a comedy, romance, adventure movie. One of the best movies all around. Great movie. Fred Savage is in there, all kind of people. So if you ever seen it and you like that movie, put yes, thumbs up, something in the chat. If you never seen it, put no in the chat. I need to know if you guys seen Princess Bride or not. Conky, have you ever seen Princess Bride? Once again, great movie. Check it out.
See, I think we
got very good movie. We got yes, very good movie. We got a couple no. We got people that said saw it several times. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Oh man, we're gonna have to have a viewing. Yes.
See?
Yes. No. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes. Hold on. Great movie. Never heard of it, but wish I did. Yes. Great old movie. Yes.
Yes, and a thumbs down.
Have it, the DVD. Send it to Just Jeff, Prince and Conky. Great movie. One of my favorites. Yes. Love it. Did not enjoy it. Certainly not the best movie around. Definitely not the best movie around. Never said that one. Yes. My favorite movie. Amanda loves it. No.
Wow.
So I would say it's about maybe 70-30%. What do you guys think?
I didn't get a percentage.
Yeah,
counting, Jeff? Love
50,
that movie,
50.
Michelle says. I love that movie too. And I'll tell you about the movie. I put the movie on for my kids. And at first they're like, no, we don't want to watch it. In the beginning of the movie, this grandpa's reading a book to Fred Savage. And the grandpa's Columbo. Right, Jeff?
Yep.
He watched the preview today. And he's reading the book to the kid, and he's telling the whole story about and it's this whole, it's a great story.
Okay, wait. How old is the movie, and when were you showing it to your kids?
The movie is 19. Well, let's look it up right now.
It's gotta be 80s.
Tell me.
It's gotta be 80s. Maybe
Princess Bride.
Here's some information.
1987.
Princess Bride.
Okay.
Fairy tale adventure about a beautiful young woman and her one true love.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, there's so many good parts. Movie, funny movie, but I see more people. I mean, it's a must see. Yes, more than once.
What you were
movie.
Hey Robert, what you were starting to say is how your kids reacted exactly the way the kids was to his grandpa reading it.
Right. So first the kid didn't want the grandpa to read the story. So he starts reading the story. And then he shuts the book. Oh, you don't want to hear it anyways. And I go to the kids, we'll just shut the movie off. And they did the same thing as the kid. No, I want to keep going. And so it was able to capture the kids' imagination. A 1987 movie in 2000 and whatever, how many years ago I probably watched it with them, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago or something.
2020.
But it still was able to capture the same imagination as then. So that's when you know it's a classic movie. Because some movies, they don't stand the test of time, but some movies do.
I will watch it, and I will give you a review.
I may have seen it. The thing about Columbo reading the book to Fred Savage just sounds familiar, so I may have seen it.
When you see the trailer, you'll remember it. I remember seeing that it was out, but I don't think I watched it.
Yeah, but it's a classic movie, and like I said, it's a good family all around, good feeling movie. There's lots of funny parts, and Andre the Giant is in the movie, so I don't know if he ever had another acting job besides wrestling, but it's just Andre.
Yeah, I don't know.
He does a great job in the movie. There's a lot of famous actors in the movie. It's a good flick. So this week I rented my first storage unit, Conky.
You just didn't get it cleaned out in time? Wait a minute. Why were you asking me if I've seen The Princess Bride?
Oh, because Jeff is he said he was going to ask you the question, but the question came out, did you see Bridesmaids?
Oh, okay.
And Monty Python, yes, and The Holy Grail, another classic.
Yeah.
You guys seen that one, right?
Yeah.
Conky?
Yeah, but a long time ago.
It's one of those ones. It's the British humor, so it's either you like it or you don't like it.
Oh, I like it. It's been years since I've seen it.
But the people out there, like Princess Bride's definitely I'm not going to start reciting Monty Python Holy Grail lines, but I will. So everyone, next week there will be an auction. It was going to be this week, but my business partner came down with some kind of illness.
Ouch.
So he didn't show up to work yesterday. He got just hit him all of a sudden. He said he was shivering cold, goosebumps, went under a blanket for 2 hours and couldn't get warm. 2 blankets, he said. So today he came in to do some shipping. He wasn't there very long, but he's the one that we're doing the final thing. He's going to do all the shipping and the billing and all that stuff. So it was hard to run the auction without shipping and billing set up correctly.
Well, it sounds like an illness like that would come in handy in the summertime. It'd be like having free air conditioning.
Yeah. So next week there will be an auction. And I think we're up to 80 subscribers or so. 20 more. Bunch of giveaways, guys. There's gonna be a bunch of giveaways. This gold bracelet's one of them. Don't think I haven't forgotten. There's a bunch of stuff. I think almost everyone might get something. We got a lot of stuff to give away. I only have a whole building full of great, cool stuff. So we'll see. But there's definitely going to be some good stuff. There's, and that's the other thing. We got to order some outfits and uniforms and stuff. T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts. We'll do some giveaways like that. And then you can also get a Just Jeff autograph.
Yeah. There you go. Hey,
JJ.
Last week you said I talked too much, so I'm trying to pull it back some.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. Well, last week I talked too much, and I'm trying to pull it back. But I do have something to add this week. That it's a story I've told a couple times, but I've never actually shown the piece.
Okay.
And I'm ready. But you got to be ready for it.
Okay, I'll be ready. But in the same token, I just want to say one thing. I didn't say Jeff talked too much last week. He said, I don't think I think I said much or something. I said, dude, what are you talking about? You talked half the time. And then he was like, oh.
Yeah. I can do that.
You talked too much. You said you didn't think you talked at all. And I said, oh, you talked enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You didn't talk too much though.
So now are you ready?
Oh yeah. Hold on, I got a full screen
start.
Though.
You remember me? You were at the auction. I remember you being at the auction, Robert. But when did the? It's hard for me to talk not to you now. Now I'm just talking to myself.
You're talking to everybody out there.
Oh, okay. So there was an auction. Robert was at it, and I thought it was Halloween stuff. And I've told this story a couple times, but what was in it was about 7,000 Randy Moss masks with wigs. So the way the story goes is he was involved. People don't know Randy Moss. He was a receiver. He's in the Hall of Fame, but he was involved with this when he went from, I think, Minnesota to the Raiders, and they made up all these in Cleveland, Ohio, from a mask making company that they designed is actually made in China. But long story short, there's a lot more to the story, but I got 7 or 8 thousand of these. You want to hear a little bit more?
We're here. Listen.
I had a girl bugging me saying, I put one on online auction on eBay, and I had one of them. And I didn't want people to know I had, 7,000 of them, but I put one online, and I had this girl's bugging me to work for me. I says, here's the deal. I said, I got 7,000 of these. She said, if you can help me sell these, I said, if you can help me sell these, I'll give you a job. So the bidding at the one mask was like at $120. So in my mind, because these things had disappeared, they haven't been around forever, and I came across a ton of them. So the bidding's going up because people aren't seeing these anywhere. The girl tweets Randy Moss and says, "Hey Randy, we just came across your storage locker with all your masks, and we're trying to sell them." And Randy Moss retweeted it. And the minute he did that, I got zero more bids because they no longer were rare. There was some idiot in Menor, Ohio, had 7,000 of them. But I'm down to about 100 left. I was selling them $20 a piece on eBay, and I'd sell one or two a week and ship them out. But pretty crazy, huh?
So how much did you sell? How much money have you sold?
That sounds awesome. How much money have I sold?
On the mask.
I don't know. I probably have gotten about $6,000 or $7,000 out of them.
So it was a long grind, but it was worth it.
Yeah, and then I ended up pitching some because for some reason, I'm not. Obviously, you guys know I'm not in tune with everything, but apparently, blackface is not a good thing. So that's hard to sell those. I was trying to do a couple videos to get people. I did a couple videos with these, and I got some kids in the neighborhood to put these on and walk through the neighborhood. And I did a drive-by saying there's Randy Moss sightings everywhere. I had the police show up at my building wanting to know what the heck was going on. So there are so many stories with these masks, but I've talked about it a few times. They come 100 in a case, and you have to assemble them to get them like this. So that's it. If you want one in the auction or giveaway, whatever, I got a few.
But you can sound like you got a few.
And I'm not attached to them.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what did you just say?
That's funny.
What did you just say?
Oh, your rolling pin?
Yeah. Knock you upside the head with one of them.
That's less than I give you a rolling pin.
I'm just going to say that mask just looks a little creepy.
Yeah.
It's very lifelike. The worst is Jeff put that on a bunch of little kids around the neighborhood. Like, we don't need you to put on the afro again.
I'm not saying all my ideas are perfect. Go ahead, keep talking. I'll amuse myself here for a minute.
We don't need your hair.
We should all have one of those masks, and we can model it for people.
Well, have you guys ever heard of the band Disco Inferno?
I've heard of it.
Isn't that what they're called?
Wow.
Well,
but they
sounds like
do
a tribute
disco
band.
music.
Yeah, it might be a tribute band.
It is. It's a tribute band. So you put that mask on with this. but they were a disco band, and I had one of their, I don't know, bass player or something stopped in my thrift store, and I almost had them talked into giving away to give out to a whole audience at one of their shows. I'm trying to peddle these, man.
Yeah, not the easiest thing to sell, Jeff.
Anyone needs some hair? Look,
no, I got enough.
Yeah, Conky's good, man.
Yeah. It doesn't work with the hat.
You have to make the hat a little bigger.
All right, I'm done.
You're off your soapbox now?
Yeah, I got to talk about my Randy Moss mask. I'm happy.
The Halloween time.
Yep.
Oh, that's what we could do.
What?
We should do the Auctions Anonymous. Ask the auctioneer. Halloween. When is Halloween?
In October.
Man, isn't it October now?
Time just flew, but yes, it is.
So it's this month.
October 31st is Thursday. Do you want to do? We could do Ask the Auctioneer. I'll take you to the abandoned tracks in the middle of the woods.
The abandoned tracks in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, railroad tracks in the middle of the woods, and then it takes you to. Can't tell you. Are you afraid of heights? Are you afraid of heights, Conky? I know you're not afraid of heights. You jumped out of an airplane.
I'm not necessarily afraid of heights. I'm afraid of
Dying.
well, I'm not afraid of heights as long as there's no possibility I can fall. If you won't catch me on the edge of a ledge with no.
How about walking across the railroad track bridge?
Unfamiliar, can't see at night. Maybe not.
Jump on. How about you, Jeff?
I'm out.
Man, it's Halloween.
I don't care.
Man, I'll have to go by myself. I'll just have you guys stand behind me in case the crazy kids are out there, you know.
Well, how far is the fall if you fall?
It depends on what part of the bridge you're on. Highest part, maybe a couple 100 feet. Nothing too bad.
Yeah.
Nothing you can't survive. Remember,
No, you die.
talk and roll. Talk and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
The key is when you can't just hit the ground, Jeff. You got to roll when you hit the ground.
Yeah.
That takes the energy away from your body.
I'll keep that in mind as I'm falling.
I work with you and I know how to fall. It just at 200 feet, it's more like splat and not roll.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe Mayor Dan. They got to be open on Halloween. Maybe we could do the Halloween special from. What do you think about that?
I'm in for a good haunted house.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This
building.
bridge is way scarier than a haunted house.
I know.
So, this is for. I will show you the bridge, Conky. You want to see it?
Sure.
I put a short out
Like
for
on a picture.
all the members, and I asked the question of them. Let me see here. I'm a little slow, Conky. Don't mind me. Jeff works with me. I've got one speed now.
Am I rubbing off on you at all?
Oh my gosh.
Have you learned anything from me?
Yeah, I learned a
Or
lot.
nothing?
Nothing.
Learn not to listen to me.
All right, you ready, Conks?
Mhm.
Go big here.
Go big or go home.
Turn my volume.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
What do you think, Conks?
Well, I mean, how abandoned are they? Are they getting ready to fall
That's
down?
not the abandoned. That's the actual train tracks. The abandoned ones are in the woods.
So you're saying a train could come while you're out there?
That would not be good.
Well, they do have a spot to stand. What? Come on, Noreen.
Oh, did you
Did she
hear
just
her?
say
Up there?
heck no?
Something like that. Yeah.
It sounded like that.
Yeah. You
Michelle
realize
says
that
she's going.
you realize that the train is actually wider than the tracks, right?
Well, there's a spot to stand off. I've only been on there one time when a train was going by.
I know.
No, these tracks, okay, the tracks I just showed in that, trains go across. Next to those tracks, there is abandoned tracks in the middle of the woods, and I will take you guys there in the videos. It'll be coming up. And boom. I'll take you guys daytime, and maybe you guys will go across the bridge. What do you think?
You'll have to take us there on video.
Is there food?
I will put food on the other side of the tracks.
There'll be snacks?
On the other side of the tracks, there's everything you could want, Jeff.
I'm in.
I was young and dumb. Yeah, we used to run. I used to run across those tracks. Yes, it does look like the Stand By movie. When it's the exact same kind of tracks as in Stand By Me. That's why I always liked the tracks when I was a kid. And it's a little scary. I've been there. I used to hang out there all the time. So I was there at nighttime all the time. I was there when there was fog completely across. Because I'd only been on the actual track, and there's a spot they've redone the track since then, but there's 3 spots platforms you could stand on. So I stood on that platform, and that was a little scary. I will admit that. When the train's going by about 30, 40 miles per hour, and the whole thing's vibrating, and the wind's going, and you're holding on to this thing, and you're like, why did I stand on this platform?
So you wouldn't get run over by the train.
Well, I could have made it off. I did that to be, yeah.
So let me ask you this.
I am somewhat of a daredevil, yes.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Was it, as you're a kid playing on tracks, was that one of the things that like you and some of your friends like came upon and said, "Oh, let's play on the tracks," or did you have like your parents or neighbors say, "Hey"?
No, we always hung out on the railroad tracks because, one, we used to take them as a way to travel, and then when we got older, we found like different spots, and usually they were by the woods, but we'd take the tracks to get to spots in the woods, and like we would make cool things.
Okay, I kind of get that.
Yeah, and it was kind of like Stand By Me. There's 4 of us, but then we used to always go on the tracks, and then on the side of those tracks there where you're seeing, there's like big gravel hills going down, and we used to do land surfing, and we'd go down and you just jump on me like, just don't wipe out, because then you're like down the gravel hill. So we're good. Rob and Jeff, you 2 got soaked in the storage clean out. Sorry, how long did it take to get home and dry it out? Well, that was the one in PA, I think.
Columbus.
Or Columbus. Yeah, you're right. It was Columbus.
That was part of the Helene.
Yeah. It took us about maybe about an hour and a half to get dry somewhat. My back of my shirt never got dry because I was sitting like this. So then I had to start sitting like this for it would dry out. But the front got dried quicker.
We were literally 100% drenched.
Well, then we stopped at a person's house to do a walkthrough. But by the time I got there, I was pretty dry. But Jeff's like, "You have your shoes off?" I'm like, "I'm trying to dry my socks because I'm going to go to these people's house, take my shoes off, and then there's going to be big wet footprint marks everywhere on the floor and they're going to be like, man, this guy has some sweaty feet or something, Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny, man. Oh, the old, put the air on the track. You listen to the track to hear the train coming. Yeah, we used to do that.
I thought it was your tongue.
No, that's not. You don't want to put your tongue on a railroad track, Jeff.
Not in the winter. Or anytime, really.
I thought you could feel it coming.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm sure they told you that when you were a kid. Oh, that didn't work, huh?
I had 3 older brothers. I think I got some pretty bad advice.
I'm sure they tortured you.
Yeah.
At least the closest one. Yeah, trust me, I had older brothers too. They were jerks.
I had older sisters. It wasn't that much better.
Mine were pretty cool.
Tina said, I jumped on a train and thought it would stop in the next town, but it went all the way to Ohio.
Wonder where Tina started out from.
I know. Where'd you start out, Tina? I
That's
should have
funny.
turned around.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, we always thought about jumping on a train, and then you hear horror stories about people jumping on trains. And then we always thought about also making like one of those carts, like the push carts, where we could like go on the train tracks or put a motor on it and just cruise on it. Because like I said, there was times we walked. I remember we walked 5-6 hours sometimes, like just to see what we could find next.
That's funny. Everyone's
City,
put
Indiana.
pennies on them.
Columbia City, Indiana.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long ago? Hopefully this wasn't recent. Like, she's not asking for a ride back, is she?
Yeah, it was like Tuesday.
Jeff will come pick you up. At least nowadays you can have a cell phone with you. My hubby did that and ended up 50 miles away. He was a wild child. Yeah. See, I was one of those people that would have been dumb enough to do it. It's just that we just never did it because we were scared. Yeah. Megan, we'll have a moment of silence. Yeah. Frank Fritz passed away, unfortunately.
And that, yeah.
And those that don't know Frank Fritz, I never got to meet him personally. I did get to meet Mike Wolf. With the Hales and I, we sold him a motorcycle back in the day. And if you guys never seen that video, check it out. And but I always loved the show, and it was great meeting Mike. I'd like to get to meet Frank. I tried to get him to come to my building, but it didn't work out.
You're a little bit of a side note, but same thing, the way they collect stuff. I was in your basement today, and I was pretty impressed.
Shh, there's nothing down there.
Everywhere you look, there's something that catches your eye and makes you think. Pretty cool. I like spaces like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it to where it's cool. It's getting close.
You're getting there. A lot of history, man. If that basement could talk.
The best is I'm trying to get these stupid like little, I don't know, they're chipmunks or squirrels or whatever. They've been trying to get in my house and stuff. So I had this exterminator come out and he goes, "This is an old house." So it used to be it was the only house on the street.
Looks like Mayor Dan met Frank.
Very personal. Yeah, everyone said he was great. I just like how every week Mayor Dan has a new picture. Like now he's a scary death leprechaun or whatever. You took my pot of gold. Give it back. Oh my gosh.
This is Mayor Dan's season right here. I think he lives for Halloween.
He lives for it. Hey, let's check out my website. You might want to buy some of those props in the auction. There's lots of Halloween stuff. That's Wednesday that auction ends. So we got auction this Saturday. We got one Wednesday. Next Saturday, Conky.
And you even pointed out there's a lot Shane missed.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Halloween stuff he missed. I was like,
there's a whole wall.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a couple items, and there's some awesome things he missed. And I'm like, well, he's been working so hard on it. I want to tell the kid to go back and add a bunch more. So he's been trying to get all these comic books out.
Maybe next year, huh?
Yeah.
One more year.
One more year.
Conky, do you do the Mickey Mouse ear things on purpose, or is that just...
That was an unspoken rule about you're not supposed to talk to Conky about his Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
Just look at now you got him upset. Thanks, Jeff.
I think everyone's commented on it.
We don't talk about that, okay?
So that's the sandblaster. It's for
sandblaster.
I've done a lot of it, restoring old toys. You've seen the toys I've restored, haven't you?
I've seen some pictures of a few. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, one of them here. I'll show you this one. This is my favorite one. This is the Firestone truck.
Oh wow, that looks awesome.
It's got a spider on it too. Look at that off.
When he got it, it was nothing even close to that.
Oh, it was missing all the pieces. It had its wheels, but it was missing this, the sideboards, and the tailgate, and it was a really dull, ugly red.
That's pretty awesome.
So, and this
Did
is
you obviously put multiple coats of paint in. How many coats of clear do you put on
this
it?
is powder coated, no clear.
Oh, it's powder coated.
Yeah.
It's so shiny.
So I sandblasted it in that, and I've got a powder coating oven over there, and just bake it in the powder coating oven.
Well, just can you put a blanket over or something on Thursday nights?
A blanket? What?
Leave him alone. We love Conky's airs.
Okay, then.
No, I mean I can
Just said they're your biggest fan, Jeff. They might be
I can sit like this, but I like to lean back in my chair, and
yeah,
if I can do it like this, or I can come over here. But a fun game I play is I just line the ears up.
Yep, that's perfect, man.
Lean back.
I feel like I'm in the Mickey Mouse Club.
I mean, I can shut the light off in the sandblaster. I can turn it on. I can.
You are goofy, Jeff.
Wait a minute. All right, move on. I'm done.
So once again, next week we'll start the show a half hour early, I imagine. We're going to have some lots. The first auction won't be huge, just to get the thing out, and then we'll probably slowly transition. I think maybe 8:15 start time or something like that, but it'll be 8:30 next week. Probably just Jeff and me, and then coming on at 9 o'clock will be Conky and Jeremy. I don't know where he is tonight.
And you got me at 8:30, so I can go to bed at 9, right? Because I get tired early.
Listen,
I'm old.
You're tired when you wake up.
Well, it's because I work. I'm on the move all day.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm a man of action.
That's true. Yeah, so I had to run a unit today, Kongs.
So you're talking about that. You bought something and they wouldn't let you just take a few extra days, or you just have no time for the next month to clean it out. And
there's only 2 items in it.
What?
There's only 2 items in it.
2 really big. What's in it?
Some giant items. What are they, Jeff?
What's it called? A engravograph IS 8000.
That's one.
What the hell is that?
It's a metal CNC engraving router.
You want to sell it?
It's like commercial.
Yeah.
And then I found a used one for sale, and it's going to be hard to find a buyer, but I found a used one for sale for like $13,900.
Jeez.
Hold on, I'll show them the used
But it doesn't seem like everyone's moving to laser, right, from the research I'm doing, that they're using laser to cut. And the other machine
but the lasers are really expensive.
Yeah, the other machine's bigger, and it's a acrylic engraver.
Huh.
And we can't find a maker like that.
So what material does that machine work on?
The one that you've seen, it engraves metal, and it's a router. And the table's probably like 3 foot by 5 foot, maybe. So you put your piece of metal in there, and you can notch out. I guess I didn't search
This
it.
is the other one, Conky.
Oh, there's another one. What's the?
This one's bigger.
That one does acrylic.
This is the acrylic one.
Okay.
But we decided, and they're going to be a booger to move. And we kind of had a couple days, and after discussion, we thought, let's run it and see if we can't figure out how to sell it in 30 days. And then tell them the deal you got on the locker rental.
Well, yeah, they had the like first month free and all that stuff. So I think it costs like $40 to rent the unit for a month.
So we got 30 days. If anyone knows anyone that needs a metal engraver and acrylic engraver, I know a guy.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Duetti wants one.
So how much does the metal engraver weigh? Do you know?
A lot.
So 2 guys can barely pick it up.
Well, we'll use dollies and carts, and we'll find a way to get it on wheels and roll it. But we're not going to just man lift it and carry it. That's for sure.
He said laser can be converted to a router. So you could just put a laser.
Can a router be converted to a laser?
Well, he's saying you could just put a laser where the router is. Because the machine's going to move the same.
The program
Instead of having the router, you just have the laser there.
Yeah. Well, the router, though, you can engrave. I don't know if you can engrave with the laser. I think a laser like cuts, right?
No.
Well, it depends on how much energy you give the laser. If you
Really?
tone it down, it'll probably just engrave or.
Yeah, because you can take a piece of metal and put your face on it, Jeff. No, wait. Why am I giving him ideas? He's already talking about making bobbleheads and crap.
Put your tongue on it. Hey, I got bobbleheads.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, they're 2 huge machines. I bought it to take a chance. I figured they can't be cheap, and obviously we found one for sale used for $13,000. If I can get a third of that conky, life won't be bad.
We'll see, though. We gotta find it. I didn't look to see what state that was in. Of course, then it comes down to shipping, and that becomes
So
another.
the plasma cutter can be added to, Jeff.
Yeah, you can put a plasma on there. That's kind of what I was thinking, because I'm gonna buy a plasma cutter, and I was gonna buy a CNC plasma table, but the one I was gonna buy was, I think you get it new for, God, it's been a while since I looked at it, like $3,000. So
Yeah, I was doing some research, and there's some smaller ones out there that you can get reasonable. And these ones, I don't know. You got to get the program with it. The computer's not with it.
Yeah, it has a control panel board or whatever you would hook the computer into, I guess.
Yeah.
well, I mean, so the thing you got to determine is it the kind where you just you put it on a specific file. You design all this stuff in CAD, and then you put it on a file that the machine understands. So sometimes you can just give the thing that file and it goes, and sometimes you have to have a computer hooked up to it. Where
that might be what that one box is then on the one.
Yeah, it
I'm
says
not
control
sure.
box.
I'm not sure about the acrylic one, but the one had a box that was a control box. Yeah.
I have a picture of it. Yeah, it's not my typical kind of thing I buy, Conky.
But that's kind of falls into what makes this job fun. Is it's not the same thing every day, and you meet different people, you get into different things. And I today contacted 2 people I haven't been in contact with for 10 years because they know that world. So I got some leads today.
yeah, that might be might be one of those deals where you can just somehow feed the file into that and have it.
Oh, show them how your converter converted that Chinese on the blower or vacuum or whatever that was in there. That was pretty crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you got an app that does that for your phone?
He's got like this aluminum motor that's got to be worth. We haven't even looked that up yet.
Oh, you're talking about the Chinese motor?
Yeah, and it's got all Chinese on it. He's like, well, let me see if my interpreter, and it took the tag and put English writing like on a little stamp.
I'll show you.
It's actually pretty cool looking.
It was all in Chinese.
I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
That looks like it's English to me.
Yeah, but
it's in Chinese. I put this app on it, Conky, and it just put everything in English.
Oh, neat.
So we
that's
got it's 3-phase.
3-phase
the three-phase
vortex air
motor.
pump. So this looks like it's for the big table, and there's like suction that would suck the stuff that you were cutting down underneath or whatever, you know,
Okay, I got you.
off of the table for you could just keep cutting.
Kind of your motor for your dust control.
I'm trying to see if I have it in non-Chinese.
Well, and sometimes it's like the opposite of those air hockey games where it wants to where it holds the piece by vacuum.
That could be.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Conky.
But that might be hard though, because if you look at the top of the table, it's like 2-inch squares with like inch gaps.
Okay, then it's not vacuum holding.
It's like a huge checkerboard, but one color.
Well, like here's the one table. Yeah, I gotta keep full screen myself here. Hold on. But this ain't the table he's talking about. But there's like lines on the table.
That one's got the
those are for putting the mounting hardware.
That's got the clamps on the side that you can clamp your piece in.
Yeah.
And then the other table. I like a good picture of it. Oh, here you go.
And that's some type of like hard rubber. If you can see all the squares on the black part.
Yeah, I see those. Huh.
But like I said, it's another learning experience.
First time rented a unit. Hopefully it pays off.
Well, hopefully you didn't pay too much for the unit and everything.
No, I didn't pay too much for the unit. Now the question is, how much can I sell it off for, Conky? Worst case, I'll have to scrap it out.
Not going to happen. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
the fact that you can probably put the plasma cutter and other stuff on there, a plasma cutter on there would be huge.
Well, see, the thing about a plasma cutter is you'd have to convert the table, because plasma cutter, what you really want is like water under the surface.
Yeah.
And you want a surface that can handle the overshoot from the cutter. Otherwise, you'll just tear the table up. But yeah, you could do it. I mean, it takes some work, but you could do it.
Yeah. Huh. But if you look at it, neither of them tables are made for whatever to be cut through. So the word engraver seems to be right, because I don't think whatever it's cutting into it, but not through it. That's the way the tables would look to me. If it were cutting through it, there'd be marks.
Did sometimes when you buy a unit, you get the name of the previous owner?
Well, this is the issue. The guy that bought it all bought a warehouse, bought a whatever, something that he bought all the contents of a warehouse.
Okay.
The guy that had the warehouse had these machines in there, and I think was using the machines. Long story short, this guy bought it all and put everything in a storage unit. He had 3 units. They put them up for auction. He came in, paid for them, condensed it down to 2 units, and then ended up losing those 2 units. But he's not the original owner of the stuff. But we found the card of the guy that sold the stuff. Unfortunately, he's not existent right now. The phone number's no good, or his cell phone number. Some girl answers. She's like, I just want to let you know this is the wrong number.
The other locker, the guy bought it. He told the manager that the guy bought it because he thought it was full of wood, and he had some stuff he wanted to build, but it was actually full with all the acrylic that they would use on the acrylic engraver. And the guy told us today that he'd already sold it.
Oh, the acrylic? Well, good for him.
Yeah, he found somebody. Acrylic's not cheap, so.
I wonder what he sold it for.
Yeah. Probably not much.
Yeah, I just wonder if he sold it or not. Sometimes people just pitch it, man. Pitch it.
Well, I know those machines are if they work, they're going to be useful to somebody. It's just a matter of getting them in the.
That's it. Tracking down the right people.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll find somebody out there who wants it.
Well, can we talk about what we discussed?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's not finalized.
I know, but it's what we're talking about.
I know, but we might have some better.
Do this if I'm not supposed to talk about it.
I'll do one of these.
Okay. All right. That's right. This is the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
I'm not in that.
Wasn't that Little Rascals?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes, you had the Spanky and Alfalfa, and then Alfalfa was always supposed to be part of it, but he was in love with Darla.
He was in love with Darla, yeah.
Darla.
See, that's what I watched in my day. We had 3 channels. Look at me talking old.
No, Little Rascals was usually on 43.
Yep, that's right.
So that'd be a 4th channel, Jeff.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Then they got 5 channels, and Fox came out.
Right.
Then we got cable. We got like 800 of them.
And then somebody bought somebody, and Fox 8 became 19 or something.
Now my head hurts.
Yeah. It's complicated.
Very complicated.
So do you want to talk about, can you talk at all about your change video? No?
We can't talk about anything, Jeff.
I guess not.
You got all kinds of secrets, man.
No, we started working on a little bit of a change cash-in video. I'll show you one picture only, just for all the fans that are here.
Conky, have you ever taken any time and examined that wall?
He doesn't even know what you're talking about.
No?
No.
I guess I don't. Which wall?
I walked past it 100 times, and one time he's like, that's a change wall. And I started looking, there's change everywhere.
Huh.
So one tote yesterday, I was trying to move it, and the tote broke. And this is just one tote, but...
Huh. No wonder the tote broke.
And then the worst is that there's 2 glass jars in there. That glass jar didn't break. There's 2 other glass jars you can't see. They totally obliterated. So I spent about an hour picking glass out of change.
So that's actually a pretty good question. I didn't really think of it that way, Robert, but if you look at everything that you had in there and all the different ways that people save change, all the different things they put them in. So my question is, what's some of the unique or coolest things that people keep their change in?
Well, here's just an example of stuff I found over the years.
And those are all different containers.
We have little totes. There's a dog treat container, an ice bucket, some plastic container, coffee cans, apple juice jars. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, you got the 5-gallon jugs.
I thought we weren't talking about this and you were only going to show one picture.
I was, and then you ruined it.
Oh, I ruined it.
You did.
It's your fault.
I didn't ruin it.
I
didn't bring it up. I was like this.
I think that's pretty. Oh, that's right. Did I talk too much again?
I was doing one of these, man.
I'm telling you, well, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be fun because I'm ready to do more of that.
There's so much change, and that's not even, like I said, I didn't even pull all the change off on the table there. Then we got to figure out, we got to find one place to take it, and number 2 is we got to figure out what kind of containers we're going to put all this change in.
And you're not going to have a contest, or you're not going to tell them about a contest or anything with, like, guessing weights and a
Yeah, we're going to have some contest with the change.
Are we not talking about that or talking about that?
It's too late. We talked about it already.
No, I was asking if we were.
You can't ask in front of everybody.
I don't need to.
And you're telling. That's like talking.
I don't even care.
I know you don't care, but I care that you care that you don't care.
All right,
you know what I care about?
I'll just keep my mouth shut. You guys.
This is what I deal with, Conky.
Every day, huh?
People say I pick on Jeff.
I'm just keeping it real.
I'm just picking on you.
Oh yeah, trust me. I already said I know I'm gonna have that 43 penny. It'll be going right to the bank.
Wait a
It'll be
minute.
like,
Can I ask Conky? I got one quick question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Maybe Robert, did you ever put in that video with those donut shorts when I made a comment about Conky's wife?
no,
You didn't put it in there?
I don't think so.
Oh man.
He said something like your wife would like his shorts or something. What was it?
No, I had these donut shorts, and it was at the auction in Akron, the moving company. And I had on the donut shorts, and your wife made the comment. She says, "Gosh, I'm hungry for donuts." And I told Robert he's filming. I said, "I think Conky's wife hit on me," and she totally didn't. She was making a joke, and he wouldn't put in the video because you would get offended. And I thought it was hilarious.
See, now he's mad.
She looked at my donut shorts and thought, "Boy, I got a taste for some donuts." So.
Taste for some donuts. Ow.
Okay, I can respond to
Do you
this.
remember that?
I can respond from this. It's from a day we don't want to remember, okay?
Yeah.
But after we were done, I was in the mood for donuts, and we did stop, and I got no.
Oh, that's right. We went and got donuts.
What kind of donut did you get?
Where did we go for donuts? We went to
Acme.
Donuts.
I don't remember because it's been a while.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of donuts you like, Noreen. Are you like regular frosting, sprinkle, glaze, chocolate? What kind of donuts you
We
like?
don't have to full screen us anymore.
I'm going back. I thought she was going to kiss you.
Oh, she did. Look at that.
My basic favorite is Boston cream.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Okay, but I'm pretty. I haven't met a donut yet I didn't like. But yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
I just worked out a deal for 920 styrofoam cups for 3 dozen donuts, and we had 2 donut days already. We got one more coming. We're negotiating for the donuts.
Oh, you got the donuts for the cups. You didn't trade donuts and got cups.
He got cups out of a storage locker, and they're sitting there, and I'm getting coffee at the donut shop, and it's like, boy, these look like the same cups. So I asked the lady, I says, "You want to do some bartering?" And she said, "I could barter." So I brought them in, and I said, 3 dozen donuts. She said, "Deal." See? Always thinking.
Yeah.
Would you rather have styrofoam cups or donuts?
I got a loaf of bread. I got a loaf of bread for a shelf delivery yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah, the lady's like, "I'll give you how much? $4 and $4 and a loaf of bread or something."
She said she'd give me extra gas money, so I added $3 in the loaf of bread.
Oh, he used to bring home the bacon at one time.
There you go.
Like actual bacon.
He did.
And fried in a pan?
No.
It was actually
a song about that.
Tell them the story.
I don't know if they want to hear this story.
Yeah, we want to hear the story.
We want to hear this.
All right. So, Jeff, I don't know if you know this, but my day job is I work on exercise equipment.
Okay.
So I got a call from this woman that she wanted me to work on either a treadmill or elliptical or something. I go over there and I work on it. And I noticed there's a bunch of equipment there. It was like one of each type of piece of equipment that you could buy. And most of it was her husband worked out on it. But I worked on her elliptical, and it came time to get paid. And I think at the time I was only charging like $89 for a residential call.
It's been a while.
And they wrote me my check. I had to put tax on it and everything, or maybe they gave me cash, I forget. Then the guy says, "Do you like ham?" I said, "Well, of course I like ham." He says, "Our company supplies the Honey Baked Ham Company with their hams. Take a ham." He says, "Do you like bacon?" I says, "I love bacon." I said, "I especially like the bacon that the Arby's puts on their breakfast sandwiches, on their BLTs." He says, "We supply Arby's. I'll give you a pack of that bacon." And he hands me a ham, a big ham, and a pack. I mean, this pack was like this.
Yeah, it was pretty thick.
Full of pre-cooked bacon.
Pretty quick.
And I don't know how many pounds did that?
I have no idea. It's been so long.
It was like a 10-pound package of ham. I mean, we're talking about a few little pieces, okay? So they've called me back. Now I haven't seen these people in probably a decade, but they've called me back to work on different things. And when it came time to pay me, I'm like, oh no. This is gonna cost you. I says, I want 3 hams, 4 packs of bacon. And I just rattle off all this meat. The guy would just hand it to me because he was like a big shot at some meat company. And he was just bringing this stuff home. You know what I mean? It didn't matter to him one way or the other. He was like a VP or a CEO or something like that.
So you were really bringing.
So I was literally bringing home the bacon.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. I got to finish tidying up.
Bye, Noreen.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Mike, next Saturday, comic book auction. I know you like your comic books, Mike. So you got to take a look. Big comic book auction and other toys, video games, all the Texas Instrument computer stuff I got out of that $20 storage unit.
Some of that vintage TI stuff goes for good money, I would think.
Yeah, we have like everything. We have the expansion pack. Go ahead.
You just got more too. You got some out of another locker, didn't you?
Yeah, but not TI.
Oh, okay.
Not TI stuff, no.
But the PC games.
Yeah, we got some PC games, yeah. We also got some Nintendos. And so yeah, it's some awesome auctions, guys. I try to tell everybody, take a look all the time. I mean, Conky bought a whole box full of Hot Wheels, got some great deals.
Yeah, big box.
Always great deals in the auctions. And next week, I said, Conky, there's Hot Wheels in the auction. I know there's a bunch in there. And yeah, the TI calculator. Still making calculators today.
Yeah, I forgot I bought some treasure hunts, Hot Wheels treasure hunts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Going through the box, it was like Christmas morning for me.
There was a lot of cars in that box, man.
Yeah, there was. I didn't spend a lot of money. I think I spent under $100.
Yeah, you got great deals.
To get a box of Hot Wheels like that for under $100, that's
I tell people all the time, there's deals all the time, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, that's not as good as my Osborne. Wait a minute. Which way do I point?
Wherever they're at.
Wherever they are.
Oh.
You're not pointing at me. You're pointing at me, you got to point the opposite direction. So if I got to poke you in the head like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to go opposite
If
direction.
I want to pick Rob's nose, I got to go like that.
Right.
Anyways, not as good deals my Osbornes. What's that? I'm feeling like the Brady Bunch now.
Yeah.
Robert.
The Brady Bunch.
We did something a long time ago, one of the first AAs, and this was after we went to the it was the $1 a pound place, the industrial salvage yard, and we bought a big box of these. I think they were like wedding bears or something, and we each took one home.
Oh yeah,
we acted like we were passing them around.
That was fun.
Like I held it up so high, and then you grab it and.
Yeah, and then I like throw across the screen. And
yeah, they'd land on Jeremy or something.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
If you're ever questioning about shipping, you can always email Joe, secondsense@gmail.com. There's a thing on there, and he can give you quotes on shipping, ladies and gentlemen. So
usually, I mean, they can ship anything, right? I mean,
yeah.
Even furniture, but if it will fit in a bread box, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, sometimes people don't realize they'll buy a bunch of stuff. I'm like, why didn't I buy anything that big? Yeah, but you bought 30 items.
Yeah.
So you got to put 30 items, and that's not all going to fit in one box a lot of times. You got to put multiple boxes, and then shipping can get a little expensive. But I tell people all the time, you get great deals, and a lot of times you can just, it's not an issue. Have I done any swimming lately? Was it last week I went swimming? I was actually going to jump in the pool today. I know it's going to be cold. I haven't closed the pool yet.
You waiting till Indian summer? After Indian summer?
Yeah, so that's my goal. I try to wait till open it before my daughter's birthday and close it after my son's.
Huh.
That's the goal. And my son's birthday is coming up. Man, I can't believe that. Yeah, so there's a
tell him we said happy birthday.
I will. Appreciate that. He's turned the big 1-4, man.
But we're not singing to him.
No, not tonight. It's not his birthday yet. Yeah, so I have the awesome birthday and all that stuff. But real quick reiteration, we'll be getting off here in a minute, guys. But one, like I said, I put up a bunch of stuff for the members only. A bunch more stuff will be coming out. I know I got a bunch of videos I'm working on for members only. Plus, working on tomorrow's video, which I'm already 20 minutes in, but I still got, there's just so much video. Try to cut it down as much as possible. But tomorrow's video, the gentleman's 80-some years old, went to a home. His wife passed away before him. He put all of her stuff in the storage, some of his stuff in the storage. You know, there's no one else to give it to. No one else wanted the stuff. And the manager even found out when he, asked him, what do you want to do with the stuff? He's like, I have nobody, just put it in auction, let it go. So.
Sell it. Sell it.
Days In Crew. Yeah, Shelly, I remember. I was telling Jeff about the Days In Crew that we stopped over there. Andrew and me stopped over there, the one after half a mil time the grill. Speaking about half a mil time the grill, hold on. There's my pack right there, and I think inside
there somewhere.
I think I got what I got. I think I got my button in here.
But you ate the barbecue sauce, right? Oh no, I ate the barbecue.
You took my barbecue sauce.
Yes, I did.
March 18, 2023, Conks.
That was a fun time.
That was a good time.
I had a blast down there that weekend.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun, and the best thing was Conky. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Where's that? Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, there it is. Hold on. I thought that was it. Nope.
You trying to find the?
I have it, Conky, right here. I know I did. I just saw it. I was going to put a short out just to make sure it's always out there. Now I can't find it. Man, that was so much fun.
Is that where Conky jumped the motorcycle?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find. I was going to pull it up right now.
I jumped.
Quite the daredevil.
I know people say I'm a daredevil. I get it from Conky.
I jumped these 3 Hot Wheel cars.
Impressive.
Yep.
It was extremely impressive.
I think
many ran into me.
Oh, that's good stuff.
You ran into me. Don't ever forget that. And I wiped out.
You put your life on the line going airborne on that machine just for the crowd.
That was it was an electric.
Oh, yeah. I could see the adrenaline coming out of you.
It was cool.
Oh, yeah.
I had it. Guess I was wrong.
Oh, well.
Well, so real quick, next Thursday, Ask the Auctioneer will start before Auctions Anonymous. So we'll probably start at 8:30, just Jeff and me. We'll do an auction next week, and then Hale should be back, and Conky will be on at 9 o'clock to do our regular AA show. This week, I only bought a few units, I think. Not too many.
And don't forget to remind everybody, Mayor Dan even asked, did you say Halloween auction on Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay. And it's ending Wednesday is what you're saying, right?
Yes, ending this Wednesday. It just started today. It just opened up today for bidding. It ends Wednesday, but there's all kind of Halloween items. There's the girl from Exorcist. There's all kind of stuff in there. There's zombies. Like I said, there's pirates, skeleton pirates. There's all kind of cool stuff. So there's some inflatables, I think. And then we have an auction this Saturday. Awesome stuff. Wednesday's the Halloween auction. The following week's toys, video games, comic books. What's that, Conks?
I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You said that there's a bunch of stuff that didn't get listed. You were going to hold on to it for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you invite Mayor Dan up to your warehouse, see if he just wants to buy it all?
That's a good idea.
He might not want to sell it. Rob likes that stuff.
My original plan, I wasn't going to sell any of it, to be honest with you. My original plan was to clean out the first floor of the open part, which we've cleaned out a lot. And then I was going to set up all the decorations and have a Halloween party. And I figured if no one showed up, at least I would have all these decorations around. Looks like there's people there, you know, because I'd be like, well, yeah, that was all the people there, at least, you know, because I figured, well, no one might show up if I have a Halloween party because I'm not that cool, you know.
I'm not arguing with you.
Right. And then if I have Jeff there, then I know no one shows up.
Hey, I'm trying to get him to go to a Halloween party with me, dressed as Barney.
Yeah, he wants me to get beat up at a Halloween party. He's like,
want you to
come
be-
to this adult Halloween party, dress up like Barney. Yeah, that's a great idea, Rob. Come on. I just feel like
You
I'm
know
getting
what?
set up.
If Jeff goes as Baby Bop,
Okay, there we go. I will go if you go as Baby Bop.
I wanted to be his agent. I'd be
No,
Barney's
originally
agent.
you said you would put the horse costume on.
I did, but I changed that because
was Barney's
I
agent a
don't want to
horse?
I don't want to wear a hood all night. Oh well.
You can check out the online auction, Mayor Dan, and then also so we'll get in touch with you. Maybe we'll have to do a Haunted Schoolhouse Laboratory live Halloween. What do you think? Do you think you do it, Conky?
On that Halloween night, that's trick or treat around here, but maybe we'll see.
Yeah, what time's trick or treat on? 8 o'clock, right? 6
Oh
to 8.
yeah, it starts at like 5:30 or maybe 6.
It's
and
usually
it's
6 to 8.
Yeah, 7
And
or
how far
7.
is the Haunted Schoolhouse and Laboratory from your house?
15 minutes of that.
Boom, baby.
But then we have AA that night, so I got to be home for AA.
Well, we're going to do it live there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
What
You know, I
time?
think-
What time do they normally end?
What's that? Haunted houses?
No, AA.
Oh, we're about to end now. We were just about to end, but then we got into this whole conversation. You just keep talking, Jeff. Shut up.
I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
I'm trying over here.
All right.
I'll
Time to pray. All right. Lord, thank you for bringing us all together in your name. We appreciate all the wonderful people out there. Appreciate all your support. Thank you, Lord, for giving us so much in this life, and anything that we could do to help others, we let us know. And anyone out there has any special issues, intentions, any problems, concerns, anything, Lord, please listen to them. And thank you for such a wonderful thing. And also bless the soul of Frank Fritz. Amen.
Amen.
So, unfortunate part of life is that everyone's got to go. And enjoy the time you got. And make sure you say the people that you want to say you love them. Say you love them. Give them that hug and kiss, because you never know when their last day is going to be, or your last day for that matter. So appreciate it while you got it. Anything you want to say, Conky?
Good night, everybody. We're going to be bringing our show back in, I think, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So,
but you'll hear more about it next day, for sure. Right?
Yeah. We'll have it. It's like the 16th to the 19th or something like that.
So we'll have Conky back on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say? Just Jeff?
I'm just going to continue to remain quiet. Have a great evening.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm
One more thing. Did you guys see the debate?
No.
Never mind.
not.
We don't want to get started.
Yeah, we don't go to politics there.
Good night.
But we do appreciate everybody, guys. Once again, he said the 19th, Conky. 19th.
Okay, it's a Saturday. Okay.
Right. So, guys, don't forget, check out the auctions this week. And tomorrow's video, say, guy 80-some years old, put his wife's stuff in the storage unit. Some crazy finds. Appreciate you all watching. Don't forget, we appreciate you. Have a great night. Thank you so much. And I don't even know. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else I got to say. I'm trying to end this thing.